It's just a normal game. Just got to come out, just be ready, be focused, have a good week. Well, not good weeks, but good days of practice this week, and just come out ready to play on Saturday. It feels great to be ranked, but I mean, as a team, we want to be lower, and that only comes with winning more games along the road in the Pac-12. So I mean, we're satisfied, but not too satisfied. We're still hungry.
Shay, a guy you go against in practice, Akello Witherspoon, what's been your impression of where he's made the biggest improvements from last year to this year?
He's made a lot of jumps. He's worked on his technique, more patient. He's a fundamental sound guy. I mean, he's a lanky guy, but he's made great strides in the offseason. He's improved a lot on his game.
Hey, Shay, growing up in the L.A. area, were you a USC fan as a kid?
Yeah, I was, but I mean, now I'm a Buff fan. Right. Gotta be. I mean, we have respect to earn from everybody, honestly. I mean, this is our first time being ranked. We just got to go out, prove that we are a ranked team. Some teams just don't respect us. We just got to make them believers. I mean, we've seen some great things, some things that we can do, and also some things that might give us a little problem, but we got to work on it in practice. We've seen that they've improved, like you said, over the last 2 weeks, and we just got to be ready. That's what it comes down to.
Do those quarterbacks, as a receiver, do you handle that any differently depending who's behind center?
A little bit. We kind of, when Montez is down, we kind of pick him up a little bit more than we do Cepho because he's the more experienced guy, as you can tell. But we still pretty much handle it like he's our leader on the field when Cepho's not there.
Shay, of course, us here in the media, we're always inquiring about who's going to be the starter this week and stuff like that. As players in the locker room, are you guys curious about who's going to start this week?
I mean, we're always curious. We want to see who's going to start, but at the end of the day, it's the coach's decision, and we'll find out when it comes to close to game time.
You just talk about going against these cornerbacks, especially Adoree Jackson. I know you guys go against some pretty good corners in practice, but you talk about him specifically and the challenge of going against USC's secondary.
He's a great player. I mean, just like we played against Jabril Peppers, who's a great player also. We just got to go out, try to outwork him, do what we can against him, and if not, we can go against other guys too, so it's not a problem to us. That first day that he was told he's going to play, he kind of seen a fire lit in him. He was more amped up, you could say. He was, I mean, leading the offense, getting the line huddled up, or getting the receivers, especially when we would have bad practices, he would get on us, just like Cepho. So he was kind of that leader away from our original leader.